What's going on, y'all? This Greg said it. Coming to y'all. Had to get with y'all one more time this week. Didn't do normal show on Thursday. And this is my last show before Colorado game, which is tomorrow night again, right? At the night game. And it's a game of Shedeur. I probably go on right before because I think that game is like 4. So I should go on before that. But it's been a lot of buzz as expected. You talking about Shedeur Sanders' first start of his NFL career at a little past the middle of the season against another team just as garbage as them. So it's like perfect timing, right? Dylan Gabriel's not bad. A lot of feels, he hurt it, it's very scripted. These boys get hurt at all the right times for the other person to play, so it ain't, no talk or whatever. But, he did get hit and knocked down on his head or whatever. But seen Kurt Warner do a video, a couple guys do a video, really showing the all 22, what Shedeur actually was up against. Everybody's so ready to run their mouth because they're just a hater. And I told y'all, did he really play that bad? Could he have done better? You can say all that what you want, somebody coming full speed at you. You're not a pro. You're not in that position. You can say what he could have, would have, should have did after the fact. Oh, you're not on that field. But the reality is, it's not much he could have did, especially with no reps, especially with no relationship with the players. It's not much you can say. He should have audible, he should have did this. He don't even have a relationship to do that. He don't even know his cadence. How he gonna do that? He don't have the experience, and he don't have the connection to get out of that. But it's more you play. Receivers running all down the field, I'm watching the game, running all down the field, looking all straight while he in danger. Running routes into each other. They look like Colorado. Maybe that's perfect for him. He know how to function in that mess. I ain't seen nobody else able to function in mess like him. That's why all the other quarterbacks fail. They got a graphic out showing that every quarterback, like 20-some quarterbacks, none of them had a winning first game. And you got a bunch of guys in the first round of guys. You ain't getting garbage quarterbacks when you're a garbage team. You getting top picks. Even when you trading or whatever, you getting quality situations. So the guys, again, they may didn't turn out to be much, or they may didn't turn out to be much with Cleveland, but none of these guys won their first game. He got a chance to be legendary and make history. And I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to have a type of game that had everybody talking because, one, let me tell you why. You put him in this position where he got to do it. You put all I say ego. And this is why you don't do that, Shedeur. If anybody follow my content, I've been telling y'all, one thing you don't do is put Shedeur under pressure. Shedeur ain't worth nothing when he comfortable. When he got a lead, I say he take his foot off the gas. But it ain't too many times where you saying Shedeur down, or he don't run your butt down. Whether he won the game or not, Shedeur will go for it. I don't care if you playing a sorry team or a good team. Like you kind of seen in that last game. The dude was about to run them down. He ain't played too much like that, but you can't say he ain't played like that in that last drive. All them boys dropped. He dropped the dime in the end zone. Yeah, he could have hit the crossing route, but you can't say he threw many bad passes late in the game. Because when he go into Brady mode, he go into Brady mode. This whole situation is one big Brady mode for Shedeur. This whole situation is his back against the wall. He's truly a Sanders when it comes to that. You put his back against the wall, they don't crumble. They get off on it. This is it. Like Shedeur get off on stuff like this more than he did. If you want to see him fail, you better off handing it to him and make him feel comfortable. When his back is against the wall, he play like a wild animal, man. This boy might throw 3-4 touchdowns this game, and you ain't gonna be able to say crap because ain't no other quarterback did it. They may hand 3-4 touchdowns off and let the defense get them in the red zone and run it down. If this Cleveland team get a passing game with that run game they got, right? And you say, oh, they ain't going to playoff. You see the defense they got. If they can figure that out like Colorado should figure out what they do, they get their quarterback. They get a dangerous team when them boys come back next year. Because now they ain't got to be L dummies like they want to be and be L losers and go keep spending all their draft picks on quarterbacks. You just spent it on 2 this year. You just traded for the other 2, or for at least 1. You got 4 quarterbacks came through there that you spent energy and resources on. If you can go ahead, you already got a good defense, and you can maintain them boys. You got them on the contract. and you can focus on building you an offensive line, get you 2-3 good linemen, and then, get you a good receiver. See, one thing about a good quarterback, he make receivers good. Tom Brady was not known for the best receivers. He go get a busted up receiver at the end of his career. He ain't in his prime like a Randy Moss. And they got still a little more juice in them. You go get a guy like that, and they got a bunch of role players. He tear your butt up because he accurate and he know what he doing. Shedeur has the ability. He don't need great receivers. He just need receivers that's going to catch the ball because he know how to thread the needle. He know how to use his tight ends when he got them. And he going to learn to use their running back out the backfield. If that running game is what it is without a passing game and you add a couple touchdowns in there, them wins for Cleveland. Cleveland is headed to the playoffs, wild card or something. Because all them games was freaking close. It was the doggone offense who couldn't score. It wasn't the defense giving up a lot of points. He says you can't win scoring 13 points, 17 points a game, and then you lose by 17-21 or something like that. You can't win like that. But if that offense can, put up at least 28 points a game, they're going to win most of the games. Nobody else ain't knocking out the park like that, especially this season. If Cleveland had the ability to put up 3 touchdowns a game just on offense, passing, the running game going to contribute 1 or 2. If they could get 28 points a game, they not losing because their defense ain't giving up a lot of points. And even then, the defense, when they do give up points, the offense is putting them in that situation with the piss poor clock management and field position situation. So they'll only help the defense be even better. Iron sharpens iron. So they have something. I said it from the beginning. I ain't know much about Cleveland. I said it from the beginning. I said, these boys figure out the offensive side. Their defense looked pretty decent. I saw that in the preseason. The defense is pretty good. It's better than most of the NFL defenses, honestly, especially when you got a guy going to sack people 4 or 5 times a game. But they really got a pretty good linebacker core. They got a couple other guys on the defensive line who's solid. They got some good defensive backs. They're a solid team. If they can score points, and that's why, there's something weird going on. Because they know if they can score points, somebody in trouble. The Ravens in trouble. The Ravens was in trouble just this past week. The Steelers in trouble. The Bengals, they ain't doing much. They in trouble. Bills. These guys are in trouble, man, because they not world beaters like that this year, at least. Especially when you're going up against a tough defense. Nobody world beat against a tough defense. They'd be just glad to get out the field. So they glad to see another offense over there who can't score. They say, all they got to do is score 20 points, 21 points. I'll beat them. They can't even get out the teams. You ain't put no pressure on nobody like that. They putting pressure on your quarterback, but you ain't put no pressure on the team. And you get that dude get out there, and he can drop that thing in there, or he can go Brady mode at the end of the game. Cleveland can end up in a dangerous team next season. That's what you're really looking at. Because they don't blew it with the dominance they did this year. And the players was mad. Because they had practice. You not. They had practice. They know what this boy been doing. They watching it. They like, what kind of dumb mess is this? But they not the boss. But now that boy ain't everybody kind of like. Because they know. They know he can make passes the other boys can make. He was doing it. We watched all the clips since the spring. Whatever that was. Yeah, spring. Since he arrived, we watched some passes. We watched all the clips get passed around the internet. And he's still 4 quarterback. He's still this. You started trying to prove a point and losing. I guess that's what you wanted to do. But if that boy get out there and he be who we know he is, he ain't got a high bar to beat Dylan. We're not worried about being the best or the worst. If that boy can throw that ball, them receivers going to come alive. Nobody coming alive. We sitting in Colorado. Nobody coming alive when they don't know the ball coming or not, and you throwing a little fire. They sprinting 20 yards upfield, you keep throwing to the 5-yard right? What I'm running up here for? I ain't no decoy. I'm getting tired for nothing. But they know if I'm running, that ball going to show up. It's different. It's different. And all these boys want to be seen. You wasting receivers when you're not using them. You making them look sorry and feel sorry. And people say, well, they ain't got no receivers. How do you know? You're not throwing it to them. You just keep taking these 5-yard, and then guess what? The defense sit on that. After a while, they ain't got to blitz you. You blitzing yourself because you want to throw. And then the linebackers come up, DBs come up, tear you up. You say, why they ain't blitzing them like that? Because they ain't and they can't. 1-2 throw. They ain't got to blitz you. They just going to blitz that doggone running back you throwing it to. out the backfield, or that tight end who you catching these 3-yard routes. That's their blitz. Because you ain't getting no first downs. You're not driving downfield. You may take advantage of some red zone situation your defense put you in, but you ain't driving down the field like that. You might get a first down every now and then, but you ain't. Because everything's in front of them. Everything's in front of them. And it's hard to beat people like that when they know all they got to do is cover you 5 yards in. It's a disadvantage. They stack the box on you. Yeah, you got a running game. That's about it. But when you add that deep ball, where they can think they finna sit up in there and key in on that running back, and you drop that ball behind them for a touchdown, because that's what's going to happen. If everybody in the box, he ain't going to throw it behind us, and he dump that thing behind, that's touchdown. Them safeties got to bad they butt up, and them linebackers going to have to consider what's coming across the middle other than 5 yards. They're going to get some depth on their doggone drops. And if they don't, he going to eat the middle of the field alive. Bloop, 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 because there's going to be a huge gap between them and the secondary. It's because secondary going to get their butt back. Because they know Judy's still Judy. If you throwing him the ball, who cares if he's Judy? He ain't throwing the ball. But he Judy, oh, that's Judy. Let me get my butt back. So if them linebackers don't get back, this is a lot of green grass right there. And Cleveland does have tight ends who can catch and run. So you can't play them the same way when the boy willing to throw the ball more than 5, 10 yards consistently. Not, I'm going to throw a little string right every now and then. Say, I can do it. Who cares? You can do it. That's one time out of a million you throw that. But if that boy can show, boy, I would drop 20, 30, 15, 5, and he going to eat up them big chunks. That you, not only is you going down the field now. You ain't depending totally on your defense to put you in position to score. You going down the field. You eating up clock. Your defense getting rest. You putting pressure on the secondary. Now they butt up. Now your running back really cutting loose. Because y'all ain't stacking up the box to stop him. Because you know that's all you got. That's a problem. So it can get real interesting. They don't play dumb. And everybody waiting to see this. I mean, everybody waiting for this Sunday. You know, then they get some weird stuff, hater stuff. They put them at the same time, the Cowboys and the Chiefs, because they was at different times. And now here, they put them at the same time. So I don't know how that's going to go. It's going to be a competition. I know what I'll be watching. I know what I'm going to be watching. Y'all can watch Cowboys on Turkey Day, but I know what I'm going to be watching. That's a short week. Sunday to Thursday, that's a short week. That ain't even a full, really. All day, that ain't even full 4 days. That's tough. To Thursday, they should have a bye week. Anywho, y'all, we're gonna be talking about this for next week, because if you do well, the ball is in your court now. What you gonna do? You gonna throw Dylan back out there after he threw 3 touchdowns? Got y'all first win in a long time? You gonna play that game? Boy, them folks gonna shut your butt down. Y'all, why y'all booing him? Y'all get him booed. Quit playing with these folks now. They already barely don't come to game. The stadium empty with little $3, $6 tickets. Quit playing with yourself now. These folks ain't, man, they ain't playing with you, man. You got the wrong one. You got the wrong one to play with. These folks got what they like. Give them what they like and move on now. Don't be stupid. They're gonna do it. They're gonna show you with them pockets and shut your mess down. If the boy play well, just quit playing the game. Go on. That's for your best. Quit playing around with them. NFL, go ahead on. I'm just Greg said, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment. And as always, I'll be talking to y'all soon.